Welcome back, students. Today we are going to continue with our topic, the Delhi Sultanate. In previous video, we have studied about important rulers from slave dynasty, that is Kutubuddin Aibak and Iltutmish. Today we will know more about this dynasty. After the death of Iltutmish, much against his will, the Turkish nobles enthroned Ruknuddin Firoz Shah in place of Razia. He was ruler of Delhi Sultanate for less than 7 months. Ruknuddin spent his time in pursuing pleasure and left his mother Shah Turkan to control administration. The misadministration led to the rebellions against him and his mother, both of whom were arrested and imprisoned. The nobles and the army subsequently appointed his half sister Razia on the throne. Razia's accession to the throne was not opposed by the religious ulemas but Mamluk nobility. The nobles wanted to keep all power in their hands and did not want a strong independent ruler on the throne. She is notable for being first female Muslim ruler of South Asia. Razia was very wise, an excellent administrator, brave warrior like her father. She dressed like a man and sat in open darbar. She has an effective characteristics of a monarch. As Sultan, Razia wore a man's tunic and crown. Only due to his father's teaching, Razia was recognized as proficient archer and horse rider. In 1240, within 4 years of taking charge, there was a coup against her, and she was imprisoned at Bathinda Fort. She is said to have won over her captor Altunia. They married and soon marched together to recapture Razia's lost throne. They were defeated twice by Malik Jalaluddin Balban. They were captured by Jats who robbed and killed them. Nasiruddin Mahmud ascended the throne in 1246 at tender age of 17. He left his administration in the hands of Balban, who was the Wazir and his father-in-law. Balban was a prominent member of the Chehalgani. Nasir remained Sultan in name only. After his death, Balban rose to the power. Ghiyasuddin Balban was one of the greatest sultans of the medieval period. He took several measures to end the problems of the Sultanate. Balban adopted the policy of blood and iron to meet all the challenges. This policy implied being ruthless to the enemies, use of sword, harshness, and strictness, and shedding blood. When governor of Bengal Tughril Khan revolted against him, Balban suppressed the revolt. He was killed and Balban placed his second son Bughra Khan as governor of Bengal. He dissolved Turkane Chehalgani formed by Iltutmish to establish superiority over them. He introduced sajda and paibos as a normal form of salutation of the king. Sajda. Under this, people had to kneel down and touch the ground with their head while greeting the Sultan. Paibos means kissing the foot of the Sultan to appreciate his power. He reorganized the army of Delhi Sultanate to counter the threats of the Mongols. He built forts and established Afghan garrison to guard communication with Bengal. Balban is also regarded as the consolidator of the Delhi Sultanate. He undertook a lot of steps and actions like he cleared forests and made roads safer. Trade and agriculture improved during his rule. He was a great patron of literature. Amir Khusrau was his court poet. He was called the singing bird of India or Tote Hind. The glory of Mamluk rulers declined after the death of Balban. All his successors were weak. Children, let's recap. In this module, we have studied about slave dynasty. Who was the founder of slave dynasty? We studied about the important rulers like Iltutmish, Razia Sultan and Balban. What policies were adopted by them to consolidate their empire? Thank you.